Students, now we are going to see potentiometer. Potentiometer is a device used to measure the unknown EMF or the potential difference accurately. That is, it is a similar to a voltmeter. Potentiometer is a perfect ideal voltmeter. It measures the voltage or the EMF of the cell accurately. So this is a circuit. So this circuit is similar to meter bridge. In the meter bridge, we are using a 1 meter wire. Instead of 1 meter wire, if you are using a 10-meter wire, that is called as a potentiometer. Very simple. The terminal A and B will be connected with 10-meter wires. Then the terminal A is connected to the positive terminal of the battery and the key and the rheostat. Rheostat is adjusting the resistance values. Then it will be connected. The circuit will be closed. So this circuit is called as a primary or driving circuit. This circuit is called as a driver circuit or drive circuit or driving circuit. So how we are going to measure the potential difference or the EMF of the cell by using potentiometer? Very simple, students. We know that V is equal to IR is a Ohm's law. R is equal to rho L by A. As I earlier says that this wire has a equal, that is a even area of cross section. The area of cross section does not change. The thickness of wire is same for all the 10-meter wire. Same material, same 10-meter length only we have taken that. So the area of cross section does not change. So the current is flowing through the 10-meter wire in series manner. Current also same in the all the 10-meter wires. So we can take on that I, rho, A, all these things are constant. Then L only a variable. So the potential difference is proportional to length. In previous case, in meter bridge, the resistance is proportional to length, as the resistance and voltmeter are the directly voltage are directly proportional. Similarly, voltage, the potential difference or the EMF of the cell is directly proportional to balancing length. So instead of V, we are putting EMF E is equal to KL. K is a constant. So very simple, students. Potentiometer is used to find the potential difference of the EMF cells or EMF of the cells by using that same balancing condition principle. So V is directly proportional to balancing length. There are the two applications of the potentiometer: comparison of EMF of two cells and internal resistance of the cell. Both the experiments are given in our practical examinations. So listen carefully. Meter bridge, comparison of EMF of cells and internal resistance are included in our practical examinations or practical laboratory examinations. So very simple. The comparison of EMF of two cells. The same circuit only we are going to use here. The same thing, instead of here we are using a two cells which are connected in this manner. So the first step is here we are connected with the HR, that is a high resistance to protect the galvanometer, and the galvanometer is connected to the jockey. Dear students, very simple. The jockey is a connector. It will be slide over the 10-meter wire. That's all. Okay. So when we switch on the E1 only, this key will be opened. That is, it is switch off means the current will be flows only through the EMF of the first cell, E1 cell, and it will be flows through that jockey. So this cell is not included in our circuit. When the first key only closed and the second key will be opened. Closed means on, open means off. So what will happen by moving the jockey, by moving the sliding a jockey over the 10-meter wire at a particular point, galvanometer shows the zero deflection. That length is called as a balancing length. So the EMF of the cell is directly proportional to length L1 KL1. That will be we are doing by the principle of potentiometer. V is directly proportional to L, hence E is equal to KL. The same manner we are taking that. Then similarly what we are doing is that we have to off this key and on the second key. So it is open and this is closed. So only the current flows through the cell E2 and through the galvanometer it will join the 10-meter wire through jockey. If you slide over the jockey over the 10-meter wire at a particular point, the galvanometer shows a deflection. That length will be proportional to that EMF of the second cell. So E2 is equal to EMF of the second cell is equal to K into L2. L2. So the ratio of the E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. If you want to calculate the E2, if I already know that the first cell EMF, it is easy for us to find the second cell EMF. E2 is equal to E1 into L2 by L1. So this apparatus, this experiment is used to comparison of the two cells very easily and quickly. So for the null point, if you want the null point very clearly, no mistake has to be taken, means we have to take this EMF, the battery EMF must be greater than EMF of the comparison of the two EMF of the cells E1 and E2. Definitely this E should be greater than E1 and E2. That is a condition for null point. Null point means the galvanometer shows the zero deflection, that point is called as a null point. So the next application for the potentiometer is internal resistance of the cell. To calculate the internal resistance of the cell, the same circuit, instead of E1 we have to connect the resistance boxes, and instead of E2 we are connecting a cell whose internal resistance is going to connect. Yes, here the EMF of the cell, this EMF internal resistance of this cell only we are going to calculate. So we may put the E prime here. So in order to differentiate this, so here we are using resistance boxes, variable resistance boxes, same driver circuit. When the key K1 is closed, this is a key K1, this is a key K2. When key K1 is closed means on. If it is on means the current will be flows through this resistance box. So K1 is closed and K2 is open. Sorry, I am saying wrongly. So very simple. Again, I will say that when key K1 is closed and key K2 is open, the current will be flows only through the EMF of this cell only. So by adjusting the jockey, we are able to get the no deflection in the galvanometer. This is galvanometer. This is galvanometer. So we get a balancing length L1. So E1 which is equal to, that is E is directly proportional to L1. Then the same K1 is closed only on state. Now if you on this K2, if you on the K2, if the K2 is closed means now the resistance box is included in the circuit. So if you adjust the balancing, find the balancing length using the galvanometer no deflection method, you are able to find the voltage across this resistance box, external resistance, the voltage across is equal to KL2. So when key K1 is closed, key K2 is open, then its balancing length is measured as L1. This is closed, this is open. So the balancing length of the cell E is equal to L1. Then the key K2 is closed. Then what will happen? The resistance box is included in the circuit. For calculate the balancing length, that balancing length is proportional to the voltage across this resistance box. So voltage V is equal to KL2. As usual, by comparison of the EMF also, the EMF and the voltage, this EMF is a EMF of the cell, this V is a voltage across the resistance box. Say KL1, KL2, KK get cancelled, E by V which is equal to L1 by L2. But our ultimate target is to calculate the internal resistance of the cell. Yes or no? So this is a EMF of the cell, that is equal to external resistance, external circuit voltage plus internal voltage, that is I into capital R is a resistance given in the resistance box plus I into small r is the internal resistance of the cell. Taking the I commonly outside, R plus R. So E by V which is equal to, instead of E we have to substitute I into R plus R. Instead of small v, that is a voltage, by applying the Ohm's law, I into R. I get cancelled. So we get L1 by L2. So E by V is equal to L1 by L2. Then R by R is equal to 1. Small r by R is here, plus comes here. L1 by L2. Then by rearranging these things, 1 comes to this side. R by R which is equal to L1 by L2 minus 1. Taking the LCM, L1 minus L2 by L2, then this R becomes the right side. So the internal resistance of the cell can be calculated as R into L1 minus L2 by L2. L1 is a balancing length by including the cell. L2 is a balancing length by including the resistance box with the external resistance capital R. The capital R is the resistance value given in the resistance box. By using these values, we are able to calculate the internal resistance of the cell. So these topics are very important, students, for the practical purpose. Very simple. I recall you, the Wheatstone bridges work on the principle of the Kirchhoff laws by calculating the balancing condition of Wheatstone bridge, that is equal to P by Q is equal to R by S. We are applying this Wheatstone bridge principle. We are applying this Wheatstone bridge principle, P by Q is equal to R by S, in meter bridge. So instead of why we are giving the name meter bridge, it is a 1 meter wire we are using. So RS is there. The 1 meter wire is split into two. So P is a resistance of one length and another part is a Q resistance. So P by Q is equal to R by S. Instead of P, we are substituting the balancing length L, and the remaining length 100 L is a Q. So by using this Wheatstone bridge principle, we are calculating the resistance of the unknown resistance of the resistor by using meter bridge with the help of the Wheatstone bridge principle. Next, we are studied that potentiometer. Similarly, how we are calculating the resistance of the resistor very easily. The same principle, but slightly we modified by using the driving circuit and all those things. We are modified as a, instead of 1 meter wire, we are using 10-meter wire. Then the voltage is directly proportional to balancing length. What is balancing length? When we are move the jockey over the wire at a particular point, the galvanometer shows zero deflection. So you may include that here, the galvanometer G. Then that voltage is proportional to EMF it is there. We have the two applications. One application is the comparison of EMF, another application is the internal resistance of the cell. So the same principle we are using by comparison of EMF of the two cells. We find that E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2, and the internal resistance of the cell, we are first include the EMF of the cell, then we are include the resistance boxes. We are calculating the balancing lengths L1 and L2, and finally we arrive the equation. The internal resistance of the cell R is equal to capital R into L minus L1 minus L2 by L2. Thank you, students.